John Hall's Alaska sets itself apart from any other tour experience by offering 2/3 more of the real Alaska in an intimate group setting and family-like atmosphere. When you become a John Hall's Alaska guest, you not only have special attention to your every need, you become part of the John Hall family and share in the connections and Alaskan expertise they have been growing for over 35 years. John Hall's Alaska prides itself on its value-added and worry-free approach. Tour packages are built to include all meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, luxury coach and rail transportation, luggage handling, priority access at all events, port charges, taxes, airport transfers, and cruise line gratuities. Guests of all ages and abilities can enjoy our soft adventure style of touring. We bring you to remote destinations and into the wild, even for guests with limited mobilities. For your convenience, our tours come with an active rating to help you decide which tour is the best fit for your comfort level. Please keep in mind that all of our tours can be a land-only adventure should you wish to skip the cruise. Our one-of-a-kind itineraries reflect Alaskan-style luxury. For us, luxury is all about delivering the real Alaska to our guests. We do this by bringing you straight into nature, avoiding summer crowds, and by exploring Alaska on privately chartered excursions, including small boats and small planes. We grant you access into the heart of remote national parks and preserves and have formed exclusive relationships with Alaskan families to give our guests a behind-the-scenes look at Alaskan culture and traditions. Throughout your entire trip, a professional John Hall's representative is there to ensure you are having the best experience possible. This means before, during, and after your trip, a John Hall's representative is available 24/7. From the minute you step off the plane, a John Hall's representative will be there to greet you, no matter the time you arrive, and escort you to your hotel. Your tour guides are true Alaskans with the intimate knowledge, excitement, and passion to connect you to Alaska like no one else can. It's features such as this that continues to make John Hall's Alaska such a respected and decorated Alaskan tour operator throughout the world, and most importantly, throughout Alaska. The John Hall's Alaska Motor Coach fleet is custom built to provide first-class style touring, offering you increased legroom, flat-screen TVs, 110 power at every seat, and a complimentary beverage galley. The meals are something truly impressive and are all-inclusive, hearty, and Alaskan, ranging from high-end cuisine to home-cooked goodness. The culinary experience will make as lasting an impression as the sight of glaciers and wildlife. You are even treated to theater stage shows and live performances at several different venues. And what is it about Alaska that makes it such a top destination? Being 2.5 times the size of Texas and having some of the most remote and expansive destinations means that most is only accessible by float plane, dog sled, or by boat. Most visitors will not see 2/3 of Alaska, but as a John Hall's guest, they'll get you there. It's John Hall's small group atmosphere and approach that gets you off the beaten path and into the heart of real Alaska. That means not only will you see the most iconic sights, but you will also have intimate and exclusive access to the most pristine part of this great state. It's clear why glaciers are such a true Alaskan highlight. John Hall's tours offer you not only views of calving glaciers from the comfort of seagoing vessels, but also the option of gearing up and walking out onto these expansive works of art and soaring over them in flight-seeing tours, and even the chance of landing upon them. The mountains and scenery are like nowhere else on Earth. Walking out through the tundra and the low berry bushes, along the rivers and beneath the overflowing waterfalls is like a visit to an earthly paradise. And ever present is the Great One, known as Denali. Only 30% of Alaskan visitors get to visit this majestic mountain, but John Halls gets you out there for your own intimate visit. Whether it's from the banks of Wonder Lake or soaring up by flight-seeing plane. Half of the world's bald eagles live in Alaska, and other such predators as hawks, foxes, lynx, and some 10,000 wolves, including the famed Toklek pack, make this their home. On average, a John Halls guest sees 6 to 8 grizzly, 3 to 6 moose, 20 to 25 caribou, and up to 100 Dall sheep. Marine life is quite abundant, and so it is very common for you to see sea lions, harbor seals, sea otters, orcas, Dall porpoise, and of course the ever-impressive humpback whale, which at times fill the waters around you, spouting and breaching in massive gatherings. A visit to Wrangell St. Elias is offered in most trips, and John Halls, Alaska is proud to claim that we offer more time in Denali National Park than any other tour company, offering 3 days and 2 nights minimum stay. One of the greatest highlights for John Halls, Alaska guests is the visit to the amazing Prince William Sound, where Stan Stevens Glacier and Wildlife Cruises offer a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity into one of the richest natural areas in the world. Like the explorer James Cook, you will cruise through the vaulting fjords, cross the threshold of the terminal moraine, and pass into a field of icebergs, and the most active glacier in the world, in Columbia Bay.
It's really nice with the John Hall trips because we use a smaller vessel and you guys have the entire boat to yourselves. You don't have 100 other people on the boat trying to push you out of the way for a picture. You guys just get to see more than the average person does. More glaciers, more wildlife, just how pristine this area actually is.
In Fairbanks, you'll take the riverboat Discovery down the Chena River, visiting the Athabascan Native Village. Then it's off to the Trailbreaker Kennels, home of the late Susan Butcher, 4-time winner of the Iditarod, where her husband, Dave Munson, introduces you to the iconic Alaskan sport, and you even get a chance to spend some one-on-one time with the puppies. Alaska has just as much to do with the human story, whether it's the first indigenous people, or later settlers, miners, frontiers people, and entrepreneurs. John Halls, Alaska has developed long-lasting friendships with these Alaskan heroes and ambassadors, which no other Alaskan tour provider can offer you.
For me, it's much the people that I've become associated with, the friends that I've made, and I hear that as well from our guests, that they're amazed at how fantastic and authentic and down-to-earth the people of Alaska are. And that's equally as important to the destination as all those assets that Mother Nature provides us.
In Talkeetna, you'll experience the Roadhouse firsthand, which has been a mountain climber and miner resting and fueling station for decades.
The Roadhouse has been here for a long time. Food was something that brought you to a table, but you sat with other people from all over, and maybe some of those were climbing the mountain or had just climbed the mountain. And they really ended up kind of nailing the scrambled eggs and the homemade bread and things like that. I embraced that tradition of the Roadhouse.
Other friends include Sasan Masanev, owner of the Denali Brewing Company.
We've had some pretty impressive growth over the last 7 years. One of the things we've never done is to compromise the quality of the beer. And part of that is giving the beer the time it takes to go through its different stages.
In Cordova, your native Alaskan guides will take you kayaking and glacier trekking, while our partners at Orca Adventure Lodge bring you to the $1 Million Bridge and Child's Glacier. In addition, John Halls, Alaska has long-lasting partnerships with the indigenous peoples, ranging from the Tlingit people of Cake to the Inupiat of Utqiagvik. Other John Halls, Alaska experiences include first-class Gold Star service with dome window, observation deck, and dining car, as you travel the Alaska Railroad. Accommodations range from the backwoods setting of the Denali Backcountry Lodge deep in Kantishna, along Moose Creek, and in the shadows of Denali, the lakefront in Anchorage, Valdez's brand new Totem Inn, Bear Lodge in Fairbanks, the Talkeetna Alaskan Lodge, the brand new Riverview Suites at Denali Bluffs, Sana Lodge atop Thompson Pass, Seward Windsong Lodge, and the Orca Adventure Lodge in Cordova. The passion that the John Halls family has had for Alaska has continued to grow for over 35 years, and this fact is evident in the experience that its visitors take home with them.
Alaska is my passion. I was fortunate enough to come up here when I was younger and make it part of my life and who I am as a person. And the biggest joy that I get is seeing the reactions of people that have traveled with us over the course of the past couple weeks, making sure that they're happy, enjoying themselves, that they've had a life-changing adventure.
30 years that I've been coming to Alaska, every trip is different. It never gets old. It's never the same. Doesn't matter if it's June, July, August, September, the destination always presents something different, and that's what excites me.
It's like they picked the best of Alaska and just handed it to me. I would never have thought to go to places that they're taking. This is the real Alaska.
The staff and all personnel involved have just been phenomenal. They go out of their way to make it above and beyond anything that you expect.
We would do this again in a heartbeat.
As you can see, John Halls Alaska has a legacy dedicated to providing its guests an authentic Alaskan experience, and has continued to develop its tours so that it can offer an unprecedented service and commitment to hospitality that makes John Halls Alaska unique in all the world. You've been waiting for your chance to experience Alaska. Why not take it with someone who is dedicated to offering you the best Alaskan experience possible? John Halls, Alaska.